I had gone to a business meeting. I came home at 8:30 in the evening.
It was on the 31st of December 1999. I spoke to one of my editors and I said, I'm interested in covering the notorious behavior of Hillbrow residents on New Year's Eve.
Went to the bathroom, and as I was turning to flush the toilet, he was standing in the entrance of the doorway.
I walked, and on my way I met two young men. One was carrying a steel pipe.
I started screaming, and he grabbed me by the arm and said, "If you scream, I'll kill you."
The next minute he pounced on me, pushed me against the wall, and they stripped me of my clothing.
And I just then thought, this has to be over. No matter what happens, if I'm dead, it doesn't matter, it has to be over before my son comes.
And then the younger one entered me.
He tied my hands behind my back. I'd never thought of rape. It was so stupid, I never thought of rape.
The younger one was busy saying to the other, let's finish her off, let's stab this bitch, and kill her. All the time I'm praying, I'm saying, God, I know you're gonna get me out of this situation.
He then removed my undergarments and pushed me onto the bed and raped me. At one stage during the rape, he was battling because I was very dry, and he was battling to get a full erection. I said, "It's not your fault, it's not your fault, it's my fault, it's my fault," because I thought I have to soothe him, I have to make him feel that I'm not judging him or anything like that, because if I do, he's going to kill me.
And you know what, Tracy, I always carry condoms, but that night I didn't carry a condom.
I waited until I heard him leave. One hand was still tied behind my back. I couldn't manage to move, and I didn't realize at the time that I'd been stabbed.
I had surmounted all my strength and pushed him away. And then I just ran naked into the street.
Then I said, I've got to phone my doctor, I've got to phone my doctor, I've got to get AZT, I've got to make sure I don't have AIDS.
I slept. At 5 I was up. The incidents just started haunting me. I was like shaking, crying, mad, guilty, hating myself, saying, what if?
To get the drugs on that night, it was outrageous. It was incredibly difficult, and just started screaming at people. I said, this is my life. I have 2 children. I've been raped. I want those drugs, and I want them now.
It's like I want to live so much. I've got a 7-year-old boy who is the darling of my eyes.
I wrote about the rape the day after the rape. I started writing about it. In South Africa, 1 in 2 women is raped at least once in a lifetime. 75% of us are gang raped. You are more likely to be raped by anything from 3 to 30 perpetrators. Rape does, in terms of not only an invasion on our privacy, but the tremendous fear that we go through thinking that we're positive. I'm due for my last test, my 1-year test. I've been procrastinating.
I'm tired of being poked, Tracy. Whenever I go for my HIV test, I cry.
We've got something called subtype C in South Africa, which is the easiest to get and kills the fastest. With adults, you'll usually live for about 5 years. With my children who raped, they're dying. It's taking them 8 to 16 months to die.
I've got a message for black men, and my message to them is that stop this vicious cycle of violating your own women.
If you talk about why is there such a high incidence of rape in South Africa, then what I might say is, look at the nature of our society. In the years of apartheid, I covered violence in the townships. We all knew people who'd been tortured and who'd been killed. You have a whole culture and a whole society of young people, white and black, who can't find work, who are angry, who are frustrated. Is that in South Africa, as in the rest of Africa, there's a belief that if you rape a virgin, you will lose your HIV status. And so the incidence of children being raped is just going like that. It's staggering.
It's a shame, you know. It's really a shame. These are our brothers. But I haven't lost faith in African brothers because I still meet wonderful, strong and positive brothers.
The night that I was raped, 2 neighbors helped me. The one was my black neighbor and the one was my white neighbor. They were both men. My black neighbor was very distressed because his hand was behind my back. And I said, I need to be free, I need to be free. And he found a knife or scissors, I don't know what he found. And he was so gentle with me. And he gently cut away the ties that were holding my hand and just calmed me down.
I think the system is breaking down. And I don't think it's the government which is going to change that. I think it's the women. It's the time now. It's a roll call again for South African women to say, hey, once you've raped a woman, you've struck a rock. Enough is enough.